Pav BHAMBRA here for PSB Sports. We're at BXR London here today for the summertime brawl public workouts. I'm joined by promoter Eddie Hearn. How you doing, Eddie?
Good, mate. Yourself?
Doing very well, doing very well. Firstly, sell our summertime brawl Saturday.
Summertime brawl. Absolutely keeps doing that.
Yeah.
Well, you've got Frank Buglione, I think one of the most entertaining fighters in British boxing, always in unbelievable fights. Up against undefeated Ricky Summers, who's here absolutely determined to try and become a star himself on Saturday night. You've got the debut of, I think, one of the most exciting young amateurs for a long time. That's the bronze medalist from Rio, Joshua-Klitschko. Some unbelievable young talent, cruiserweight talent, which nearly went off over there. Lawrence Okolie against Whyte-Chamberlain. You've got Ted Cheeseman against the English champion Matthew Ryan, two undefeated fighters, eliminated for the British title as well. You've got young Reece Bellotti, our undefeated featherweight fight for the WBC international. Another all Brit fight against Jamie Spade. You've got Conor Benn coming back from action. You've got undefeated super heavyweight Craig Richards. You've got light heavyweight Jake Paul. Who else have I missed off? Jamie Cox is fighting, undefeated Danny Dignam. Really packed card. 4:35 first fight, and we'll be done about 11 o'clock. So I miss it on Sky Sports.
Absolutely. I'm going to ask you about what happened there with Lawrence Okolie as I came in. I couldn't really catch it because I was filming the workouts. But what happened?
Lawrence came over to him and said, like, when are we going to fight? And then they started backwards and forwards. Isaac stood up, they confronted each other, a couple of people jumped in. Nothing major, but just this is going to be a big fight. Everyone's just got to be smart. Reminds me a lot of AJ and Dylan. You know, like the beef. It's like London, different parts of London, and a lot of testosterone. Two undefeated fighters. Let's build it. You know, not you ain't got to wait too long, but let's get him. You know, Lawrence has had 3 fights. He ain't gone past the first round. So let's get him some rounds in the bank. Let's keep pushing Isaac on. One day, in the near future, this could be a massive fight.
Do you know what that fight could happen potentially this year, maybe? Or
no, not this. I don't know. I said 6 months the other day, but I'm feeling like sort of spring next year. Spring next year, I think. Yeah, let's get Isaac to, I don't know, 10, 11, 12 and 0. Let's get Lawrence to 6, 7 and 0. Because when you gamble like that, it's a proper 50-50 fight. When you gamble, there's got to be a lot on the line. You don't gamble for, you know, small money. You gamble for a lot of money in a big arena. And we can make that happen.
Additionally, in terms of Anthony Joshua is all moving forward now as well. I know you said to me last month that the rematch is likely to happen. Nigeria is the front runner. Yeah. Steve Coaching was also saying that. So additionally, I know you talked about Cardiff as well, but have you ever thought about maybe doing it at Twickenham or something like that as well?
It's got no roof.
Neither did Wembley.
Yeah, that was in April.
Yeah.
November, December. Stick to the interview, I'll stick to the events. I think Klitschko's going to take the fight, but I think he wants to do something different. And I think he's done the whole UK 90,000. I think he wants to do Vegas, Nigeria, Dubai, that kind of thing. And I think Vegas is the front runner at the moment, actually. So we'll see. But I think we'll present to Klitschko and AJ end of next week with the venues and the money and the options, and they'll make their decision. But I think for Klitschko, of course, money's always important, but I think it's more about creating a global event that people could look back on and say, "Oh, that's incredible."
I interviewed Tom Loughlin, the Golovkin professor. He said that he's not sure at the moment. Vladimir will actually do anything. So, have you guys got a cut-off point for when you've met agents?
No, I think probably end of July would be the cut-off point, but I don't think anyone's looking to slow things down. I think basically as soon as we know the money and the options and the venues, they'll make their decision. But they can't make a decision until they know what's on the table. And now is the period of going through the options and actually defining what is on the table, making sure there's no time wasters, making sure the offers are real, the money's there, and then we'll put it down to them and they can make their decision.
There were McGregor's recently being announced. That was announced, I think, around 2 or 3 weeks ago, I believe. Yeah. Firstly, what was your initial reaction to that? Do you believe it's good for boxing, good for the UFC, the sport? Obviously,
it's better for boxing than it is for the UFC because it's a mismatch fight, but it's a huge event that everyone wants to be a part of and it's going to do massive numbers. It's intriguing, I guess, because you've got the best fighter in the world against the best, or one of the best MMA fighters in the world. But in a boxing sense, I think it's a mismatch. But it doesn't really matter because everyone's going to watch it. The build-up's going to be incredible. The event will be incredible.
Will you watch it?
Yeah, of course. I'm going to be there. hopefully we'll have Cleverly against Jack on the undercard. So
yeah, I've been speaking about that.
Yeah.
Is that materialising?
We're working on it. Fingers crossed.
Any other news from the rest of the stable?
No, really, it's all about now building for the new season from September. Big fight coming up for Ryan Burnett will be announced soon. Obviously, Bill working on AJ, Tony Bellew's next fight. Could be the Hay rematch, could be Joseph Parker. Got Dylan White trying to make that fight against Wilder. So there's so many fights looking to get done.
So with Whyte-Wilder, what's the update? I heard you made a...
Yeah, we made a big offer. We're still waiting. I'd like to see that fight. I think I'm going to make Dylan White do his American debut in August. And then, you know, we push for that fight. But whether it happens or not, I want Dylan to fight for the world title.
Eddie, thank you so much for your time. I'll see you tomorrow at the press conference. All the best. Thank you so much.